Hey guys, Lauren here from City of Anaheim, and I've got something super awesome going on today. We're here at Muzeo right here in downtown Anaheim, and we're going to see this really awesome exhibit called Ghost Stories and Fairy Tales. Let's go check it out. All right, so we're here at Muzeo here in downtown Anaheim, and I'm here at the new exhibit we have, Ghost Stories and Fairy Tales, a ceremony of make-believe. And I'm actually here with the artist, Geoff Mitchell, and so he's going to tell us a little bit about what he's created here in this awesome exhibit. So tell us about kind of what are the different elements we have. It's not just paintings, right?
Right. I have, in this show, there are 45 paintings, which span from 2007 to current, to this year, most of them post-2012. We have the soundtrack, the music soundtrack, which I composed, and we have a miniature cat puppet and miniature rooms. We have 2 short films and even a guitar that I made when I was 15.
So Ghost Stories and Fairy Tales, it's a pretty cool title. Tell me kind of where that came from.
Well, it originated with some of the paintings and the miniature rooms, which do tell a ghost story, literally. But it expands out, and I think the title fits really well with the imagery in the paintings. There's a lot of nostalgia and vintage and memory. I'm very inspired by Disney, and fairy tales are timeless, and I think that's the title kind of grew out of that feeling.
Yeah. So you said Disney is one of your big inspirations, and you live here in Anaheim, right? So how does that feel to you? You've kind of admired his art for so long, and now you're here in the home of Disneyland.
Right. I love Disneyland, and I get a lot of inspiration from it. When you live close and you can go there and sort of take in atmosphere. And I think in this exhibit, with the low lighting, the soundtracks, the music, the team here, I think that we did do something special here to put together a sensory experience, a thematic, atmospheric experience.
Great, so let's go take a look at some of that art right now. All right, Geoff, why don't you tell us a little bit about this piece? This is really interesting right here.
This was called Stardust. Now, the interesting story about this one is that it was not really intended to be in the show. This is a puppet that I made, and as I was making it, I unfortunately learned that my cat had cancer and he was dying. So for years it's been sort of an homage to him in our home. And so a story was written around him.
Great. Did you write the story too?
Yes. Well, my wife and I co-wrote the story.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's go look at something else. So Geoff, this is a really unique part of the exhibit, right? Tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind this piece.
Well, I started it as it's a long story. One of the stories in the book that I have, Moon Rabbit's Pictures and Tales book, tells a story that's similar to this. It's a ghost story. And people kept asking me, when are you going to make a short film again? And so I was thinking a stop motion short. And as I was going, I realized that I was more interested in the sets themselves, making all of the pieces in the sets. And being a Disney fan, you see a lot of that type of thing around the park. And there's Sleeping Beauty Castle dioramas and the walkthrough and everything. So I was like, well, maybe I can tell my story as a series of still sets, and that's what I ended up doing here.
So another big part of this exhibit is you have 45 paintings, and these aren't just your average paintings, right? They're pretty unique. Tell us kind of about how you use different layers and photographs to make these. Okay,
so they're when I put together a painting, I'm trying to hint at a story, something to give you a start. I have called it a broken narrative, where I give you hints of something is happening here. There are a lot of layers of paint. And this particular one, this is different than some of my other works because it uses an underbase of a lot of red oxide paint and gold leaf, and that's put on first. And then there's mixed media image transfer, so there is a photographic element, and then realism painting, the lady, the snow leopard, and the fireplace. It's fun painting fire. It has movement and heat, and you have to get that in there. But it's set up in a way where it's like, well, what is exactly going on here? You make believe with it. You make believe what's going on here.
Well, Geoff, thank you so much for showing us around today. This is absolutely amazing, and this does not do it justice. So you really have to come down here to this exhibit at the Muzeo here in downtown Anaheim. It'll be here until September 30th, so you have plenty of time. All summer long, you can come down and check it out. Go to museo.org for more information.